Welcome back, sir. So it looks like they're going to be sending out Crilmon on Yansu, if you want to host that up. Now, I was taking a look at Crilmon's stats. He's a Zerg, so this is going to be ZVZ. He's at 51% win rate for ZVZ, so this is his weakest matchup. However, Yansu is his best map with a 70% win ratio. So there's only 10 games played on Yansu, so not too many games have been played here yet. I feel like this guy's gonna have a solid understanding of this map. He may even try to use the map to his advantage in some way, because yeah, 70%. That definitely means he's comfortable here. It's a two-base. It's a two-base kind of opener map. It's hard to hold a third. So as a Zerg, it's not typical for a Zerg player to be particularly successful on this map. So he's going to have something that benefits him, maybe some kind of aggressive play. That's what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, you know, you're the ZVZ expert, so I'll need more of your insight on this game here. I'm not, I have a good idea, excuse me, from watching, Krios and Baldwin and KoreanAir stream, so I have an idea of kind of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it plays out. I know KoreanAir Zerg is good. I mean, I've seen him beat some good Zerg players on his stream. Every once in a while he'll catch Idra and beat him, and I mean, I don't even know if that's an accomplishment anymore, but
It's still something to brag about. He was good once.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I beat him one time, or a couple of times, and I was kind of happy about it. But you know me, I'm just a lowly Masters player that every once in a while I'll do something amazing.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Alright, so we got both players. We got a go-go from Crilmon. All we got to do is start her up.
Alright, yeah, give me 10 seconds here. I'm just checking something. Alright, good enough. Good luck, have fun to all players, and alright, so we're gonna see if Crilmon can take this,
Yep.
what would it be, 4-2? Yeah.
Yep.
Or will KoreanAir tie this up? You know what? My vote is for KoreanAir. Obviously, I mean, I don't know. That's not necessarily an educated vote because I'm just being biased that I want KoreanAir to win.
Even with like an educated vote, I'm favoring KoreanAir. Like, I would probably favor KoreanAir in this situation anyway because he's one of my favorite Zergs to watch play. But I know this guy's ZVZ. This guy's sick, nasty, insane. Crilmon, it's his weakest matchup. It's only by like 1 or 2%, because he was like 51, 52, 53, and Zerg versus Zerg, then Zerg versus Terrans, then Zerg versus Protoss, respectively. So, he's really close up there. He's Grandmaster. He's definitely a strong player. I just feel like KoreanAir in this matchup is unstoppable.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's somebody to watch out for. And I'm really, honestly, I'm really proud and impressed of how far KoreanAir has come since he's first joined.
Definitely. He started all kind of like as an all-in kind of player, real cheesy, and he's maintained like that aggressive stance, but he's managed to fill in some of his holes, and you see what has come of that.
Yeah, I mean, and not even in that aspect. Did we get frozen here? I don't know. I guess we got more time to chit-chat. But
Yeah, it looks a little frozen.
now it just jumped. Okay. Yeah, not even in that aspect of maybe being an all-in-ish player. And I've never thought of KoreanAir being that way, at least the games that I've played him or I've seen him play. I don't think he's ever all-in.
Oh, yeah?
He's always... That I've seen.
Okay.
I don't know your experience with KoreanAir.
Yeah. It's exactly...
But,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, this season is his first season being GM. And I think he deserved it before. But, since he's got GM, I think it kind of revitalized him, and he's been definitely proving himself as a really strong player in our team leagues and stuff. He's taken out great players in important matches.
Nice.
And I don't know, I'm just really impressed how far he came from being a Masters player and kind of the team mascot and a fill-in to a player that we can really count on in important matches.
Yeah. Well, here on the top right-hand side of the Yansu Ladder Edition, player we've been talking about for the last 73 seconds, it's Matthew KoreanAir Blanchette, representing Team Gravity. Check out that logo. And here on the bottom left-hand side of that same map, in the golden trunks, it's Eternal Dreamers Crilmon!
Excellent. And Maestro says that Crilmon is actually also a European player.
Okay, awesome.
So,
awesome.
Like I said, some of these names that we don't recognize necessarily is seems to be maybe they're picking up some new European talent, which is always a good choice. Some of our strongest players are European, you know. So
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
you can't go wrong with that. GM on Europe. Usually it will be a little bit stronger than a GM on North America. Obviously, it's player dependent, but just let's say the ladder itself is harder on Europe.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's interesting to me though, because on their Liquipedia, Eternal Dreamers does not have. Oh, here he is, David Bukska. I was looking for it. Apparently, he's European, but he's got a flag for America, and that's why I didn't see him there. So apparently he's from America, but maybe living in Europe now. Hard to say. Either way, this game is getting started off. Basically, what we're looking for in a Zerg versus Zerg is who makes the first big round of lings, whether they're speed lings or not. Right now, both sides are making drones 17 to 16. Pretty normal, pretty standard builds. We've got a little bit of a faster expand here for Crilmon. So KoreanAir playing it super safe early game. Maybe he feels very comfortable against this guy. Maybe he feels he's a stronger player and he wants to take it to a mid or late game.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, a lot of times in team matches it's kind of good to give it that safe route because especially if you don't know who you're facing. You know, going pool first rather than hatch first, you don't know if your opponent's going to do a 6-pull or something weird like that. So if you're not familiar with it, I think, you know, if you feel confident in your I guess your macro in that specific matchup, go ahead and play it a little bit extra safe. Just to make sure that you don't die to anything weird or stupid like a 10 pool or you know, a cannon rush or something like that.
Yes, sir.
I think that was KoreanAir's thinking behind opening that way.
Sounds about right. Well, Crilmon is using these lings to try and scout out exactly what KoreanAir is going to do. KoreanAir trying to take out both these lings, doesn't want them to survive, and he gets them both. Ooh, blood splatter everywhere. Nice zoom in. Blood on like white paving stone. It's beautiful. Reminds me of the last goat I slaughtered.
Did you really slaughter a goat?
So we've got banelings in a baneling nest in production. Yeah, I grew up on a farm, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've slaughtered pigs, cows, goats, the whole works.
What's the worst, like, or actually, what's your favorite animal to slaughter?
Well, I don't like slaughtering any of them. Like, it's really, like, because all my animals had names. Like, imagine going and killing your dog.
Oh, you can't name them.
Yeah, no, I named them. I was like 10.
That's where you fucked up. You can't name them.
But, yeah, my least favorite thing to slaughter is a chicken, because you have to defeather them as well.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah. Anyways, Ling Banelings. He's basically trying to force the Banelings of Crilmon to explode on 1 or 2 Lings. There we go. There's one going down to an individual Ling. Looks like KoreanAir has more Lings here. And he's got Banelings in production as well. 4 Banelings there against 3 Banelings of his opponent. But Crilmon forcing out a lot of Lings. He's got a Roach Warren on the way as well. These guys trying to get in position, trying to get the perfect position. Crilmon really should move this Overlord forward so you can see this. There we go. The Overlord moving forward now. Lings going in. Oh, he only sent in 1 Ling. He's pulling him off. There's some super splits going off right now. He's so close. Only a couple Lings dying there as well. Oh my god, all of KoreanAir's Banelings have died, but he's trying to peel off Lings of his own. However, Crilmon, oh my god, Crilmon, Oh, the
Oh,
Baneling explodes on nothing, but KoreanAir has very few lings left here. It is 9 lings against 14 lings. KoreanAir has more, but his opponent has the reinforcement advantage. So Crilmon definitely going to hold here. KoreanAir going to take a third behind this at a perfect time, and KoreanAir also getting the Spire on the way. So it looks like it's going to be a Spire game against Roaches, which means the Roaches are going to have to hit before the Spire finishes. Otherwise, KoreanAir will have a huge economic advantage, be able to take an extra base, maybe 2 bases. He'll be able to hold a 4th, maybe a 5th.
well, yeah. In that first engagement over at Crilmon's third, Crilmon definitely won the micro battles. Like he was on top of it, trading one Zergling for one Baneling over and over and over, and that was a nice little victory for him. He got his third up way faster. Like KoreanAir's is only halfway done.
Right.
So that was a win there. On top of that, well, let's see here. This is why it's confusing to me sometimes.
Huge waves of lings.
Yeah, KoreanAir went for the faster, more aggressive play, and followed up with the Spire.
So
Crilmon had great defense, but now his third may go down.
Yeah. What ends up happening is a third, when you go Roaches, is risky. If you, basically, when the Spire goes down, the Zerg does nothing but produce lings up till the Spire finishes. You cannot afford to make drones, so you have to utilize those lings until you get a big number of Mutalisks, because Mutalisks in small numbers suck. So up until about 12 to 14 Mutalisks are out on the field, it becomes a game of Ling Wars, or Ling against Roach, which means Lings are going to be able to poke and prod at your third. Now, Crilmon can't even move across the map due to the Mutas and Lings intercepting him.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of stuck on the defensive until he gets. I'd imagine he'd go into Hydra at this point, but well, he gets an infestation pit.
He looks like he's going to favor Roach Infester for some reason, which is going to make it a little bit hard to deal with Mutalisks initially. However, once there's big numbers of Mutalisks, he'll do okay. 12 to 14 Mutalisks is all KoreanAir is really going to want. Eventually, KoreanAir will try to switch out into Swarm Hosts, most likely, as that's going to be how you hold a Roach Hydra push. Ling Baneling just not quite good enough at holding that.
Yep, and he is getting that. Like you said, he's getting that Galil reconstitution, his range weapon, and all that good stuff. He's getting that. Well, his third is established. Drone count's pretty even. KoreanAir a little bit ahead. What do you think about the choice to take? Well, I'll give you my opinion, and then tell me what you think. On this third base position.
The natural.
Yeah.
There was a little Ling run by. Sorry.
I must have missed it.
It's all good.
But I think the reason that Crilmon chose this third is because he took it so fast. He wanted to be able to defend it easily without killing these rocks right here.
Yeah.
Whereas KoreanAir took the later third and opted for it in a more natural spot. Do you think that was really the reason why, just because of the rocks, or is there a different reason in ZVZ why you would opt for this base over this base?
Mostly because he's going Roaches. He wants a continuous creep spread. Lings don't necessarily need the creep to be able to move fast.
Okay.
Well, the Mutalisk's doing a really good job here against Roaches. Looks like he's not going to be able to get that hatchery. The Queen is going to be able to stop that. But there are burrowed movement Roaches. Looks like they're going into his third. Is there a Spore Crawler at this third? That's what I want to check. No, there's no kind of detection here. Looks like Crilmon may actually be able to get back into this game on the back of this. No, he's going for the natural instead. This could be a mistake. Oh my god.
Yeah, on the other side, KoreanAir is doing... Well, he's pulling back now to defend. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I mean, he had so many Roaches at Crilmon's natural. I think that his production cycles could have defended this alone.
Yeah, reinforcements alone could have defended that, but he is going home. He definitely feels like he's a stronger player than his opponent. And here we go. Overseer going to allow a lot of these interceptions. Nice defense here by KoreanAir.
And he's got a third base and a 50 supply lead, while Crilmon does not have a third base and a 50 supply deficit. So
exactly, man. This is epic stuff right now.
it's not looking too good for Crilmon. This might be the final push here, although he does great fumbles. Amazing fumbles.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, beach ball's going down, but there's just not enough units here for Crilmon. Looks like KoreanAir has a lot of bruised roaches, but Crilmon, unfortunately, has to give up.
And that is GG.
Dude, like I said, KoreanAir is unstoppable in that matchup. He makes all the right decisions all of the time.
He's definitely a good player. I mean, I was a little skeptical putting a Zerg. Who knows? I don't know the rest of the players on Eternal Dreamers lineup. But I was skeptical putting a Zerg. Maybe he was their most solid all-around player.
It's possible.
Although, at only 155 APM, that's really low for a Zerg player, right?
You can be efficient with it. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say just based off APM alone. Zerg doesn't require that much APM. As long as you're staying on top of your macro, your inject cycles, you're fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I would say that Zerg requires more APM. Well, I think Protoss is the most lower APM race. Zerg requires more because of injects and creep spread.
Yeah,
I think they're naturally going to be higher than even Terran, but
Terran have to split.
Yeah, I mean it kind of depends on the situation and the length of the game, but I think I without a doubt Terran and Zerg are the most high APM races.
I think you just have a bias against Protoss.
Well, I do, but I mean I think that most Protoss players, I mean even the Protoss on my team don't have.
There's a Protoss on your team? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How do you think we win everything?
I'm just kidding. Anyways, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, well, now I lost my train of thought here. But I know Zerg does need high APM.
Yeah.
And, 155 seems slow. Like the average Zerg, I think, would have around 200 or so.
Doesn't like Goody play StarCraft with like 90 APM as Terran?
Yeah, but he plays mech, so that's natural, and that's like a rare case. You know, that doesn't happen often.
True.
You know, he plays mech, so naturally it's going to be a tiny bit slower. But
he switched to Bio recently.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, his APM's got a little higher, but not much. I've seen him started doing at least in Zerg vs Terran, or Terran vs Zerg rather.
That's really weird. I wish I could play half as fast as I can now and be that good.
Yeah.
신할 선수가 되는 거고요. 그렇죠. 멀티에 방해도 받지 않으면서 안전하게 해주고 있는 모습인데 맹독충의 스피드업이 되기 전에 즉 전방 위에서만 싸워야 되고 전방만 좀 제거하고 맞으면 돼요.